many fifers and drummers surprised. If you look through these old manuals from the Civil War, in Dan Emmett's manual, there's a whole series of waltzes that he arranged. Waltzes were very, very popular dances at this time. The waltz became the waltz. The waltz derives out of the minuet in what was called the German dance, Deutsche Tanze. At the end of the Napoleonic era, when Napoleon was defeated at Waterloo in 1814, there was a big conference in Vienna to decide how Europe would be divided up back in the days when we thought we could do that. We'd have a few big guys have a meeting and they would, everything would work out. That doesn't happen anymore. We never decide anymore. Oh, we'll tell everybody else how they'll be divided, and then we'll all work out smoothly. But they thought they would still do that in 1815. So during the Congress of Vienna in 1815, and throughout that period, all the government, everybody was spending all sorts of money. You've heard of lobbying. We don't have it in this country, but in Europe. And so there a lot of money was going in there to influence people. They would have very extravagant parties and balls and provide all sorts of gifts like we would never do in this country in order to influence people like we would never do. And during all these big balls and impressive social gatherings, the waltz became the new kind of dance. It was the new dance craze. You know? Like the locomotion when Carole King did that, same thing. So at the time of the Civil War, waltzes are still very, very popular and fancy. Viennese waltzes are sort of mid-tempo waltzes where the beat gets very distorted. The French waltzes are much faster. You know, when you see in some movies people just floating around the floor, very, very fast waltzes. Those are French-style waltzes. And here in the United States, at least Dan Emmett thought we'd have fife and drum waltzes. I don't know how well that works, but he wrote drum beats to them and fife parts to them. And when we went to Europe to play last summer, we played in Switzerland, I'm proud to say, and there was, I thought that we played one of these waltzes. But the Europeans like everything harmonized, so I added harmony parts to the waltz, and we tried to dress it up a little bit for them. So we're going to play you one of these waltzes, the Covington waltz, that was played by fifes and drums during the Civil War, and we follow that up with another little military quick step called the sole leather quick step.